picked the rhubarb for the wine, and now she's in the process of standing over that hot stove.
The witch's brew.
Slaving away.
See it? Oranges, lemons, and
Look
rhubarb.
that bad.
Lots of sugar. I got my...
That's... How many gallons that gonna make?
There's about 5 gallons. So that's 5-gallon jugs.
Okay, this is gonna be what? Rhubarb?
Rhubarb.
And what else is gonna make?
Then I've got 2 buckets here ready for my beer. Make 2 buckets, 2 5-gallon buckets of beer.
Okay.
At a cost of probably $10. And we'll get about 5 cases of beer.
Alright. So
It's
this,
a lot better than $10 a case.
yeah. This is how we survive off the land.
Yeah.
Because you're still gonna buy your sugar and a few other things.
Yeah, and the oranges and the lemons.
Yeah, we
69 cents a piece for lemons.
Can't grow them up here yet.
No.
Maybe someday they'll come out with a special variety.
But that's all right. Something like this probably costs you about $4 or $5 for the whole 5-gallon thing.
Okay, we'll go on to the next process in a little while.
Sure, I didn't clean the house this morning, so you take pictures, huh?
Sure, why not? Take a picture of the outside, that's what.
Beautiful day after the rain.
Garden's doing fair down there. Rained about 1/3 of an inch, so that kind of boosted things up a little bit. Haven't seen a moose in the yard for a week or so. But they'll be back with young ones. I just happened to be thinking there's a bass right here waiting right in the back room. She bottled this a while back, and it's going down the root cellar eventually. Gonna age.
And there's the other ones aging. We're ready to work out. Those are the ones I was making this morning.
That's gonna be vintage 93. Probably gonna be drank in 93 too. That's what it's for anyway. There's Mother doing it. She likes that. She just loves this thing. The refrigerator. But it's mostly empty. How come it's almost empty?
Because I have a new refrigerator.
You have a new refrigerator?
Yes. This one here is only keeping some of the stuff.
Oh.
'Cause my arm's getting tired after all these years.
Oh, you got arthritis now and all kinds of cramps and pains in the joints.
That's my spare refrigerator.
Okay, we gotta see your new one.
Now we got the new one. Because I have to walk outdoors. And now you got to all think it's a hole in the ground, right?
What's gonna happen when you're taking 20 below zero out
Do you
here?
get it there? I have a new one. See?
Wow.
Look at this. Even raw milk at $2 a gallon up here.
Yeah, where's the electric plug in there? How do you make it work?
It's gas.
Yeah. Well, you must have spent a lot of money for it.
Oh yeah, Bob worked hard. He did dozer job. Swap for a dozer job.
Everybody knows us.
Yeah.
This is the proof of the pudding, they say.
Where'd you get it?
In the root cellar, or else.
Okay. Well.
This is vintage 92. Well aged.
It's kind of damp down in the root cellar, a lot of musky.
That's all right.
Pour it very carefully. I wonder if this one's going to taste like champagne like the other one. Don't you want ice cubes in? We got ice cubes. Yeah, look at that, how clear that is. Get stirred up now. Want me to taste it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see,
Tell me
June
what's
10th. Well, nobody's birthday today, so we'll just drink to us, dear.
Oh, it must be somebody's birthday.
Well, it must be somebody.
Okay, we'll drink to them.
Okay. This one's good too.
Hey, have a sip for the Lillian.
Okay, here you are, Lil. We'll try to bring you a bottle.
If it lasts that long.
Yeah.
We're just about done vintage 92. We're almost ready to work on 3.
Right.
June 14th, 1993. You look down the river, it's another rather dusty day. The wind is blowing pretty good. It started about an hour ago. Lots of dust down there, but we don't get it here. The one thing I noticed up around this part of the country, you look up in the sky, and you look at the clouds, and they're just sitting there. Even though the wind is pretty good breeze down here, the clouds up at aloft don't seem to move. Maybe they're afraid to. Maybe we're such a big state they don't know what direction to go. We've been in the Midwest and the West and the South and the East Coast we've lived, and I've never seen this before. Where else but Alaska? We're a little bit different up here. Another beautiful day. It was 80 degrees in Fairbanks today. It's a little bit dry though. We can stand an inch or 2 of rain, but this part of the country we only get maybe 12 to 14 inches of precip a year, so we're actually semi-arid country. So where the East Coast gets about 45 inches, we're pretty dry up here. So we haul water. We got about 40 fires going in the state right now, and we're only fighting a couple, 3 of them. The rest of them are just letting them burn because there's no way to get to them. But we don't have too many around here because we had some rain the last week or so. We had a half an inch or so. And look at that dust down there. They can have it. I guess it is. We're on our way to 21st, on our way to Fairbanks. You hear a helicopter flying down here. They're checking it out and resupplying the Lascom Tower up here. It's one of the communications towers for the pipeline. It's nothing to do with a personal telephone, but that tank he's got right there is holding 180 gallons. There's 2 different diesel generators up on top. One runs continuously 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The other one will kick in if the first one goes out, but that's how they supply it, because there's no road up there. Even the whole tower was built with helicopters and I don't know how many thousand gallons they haul up there, but it's enough to keep that thing running for a whole year, so.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a whole year ago, does it?
It was. Last time we heard the chop. Coming back for another tank. It said 180 gallons of wax. See him going over the hill, I forgot something.
Not me.
And I look up on the hill, there's a house. Home sweet home.
Well, this is our second night in Fairbanks area. We had class all day. Long, boring day. Yeah, it's a new requirement, mandatory. You learn all the safety procedures and the equipment you're supposed to wear and use. Put your bowl. And we're at Murphy Dome, and we're on the west side of Fairbanks tonight. And this is looking north, rolling hills, and that's what it is, heading north out of Fairbanks. There's probably no road between here and Russia. You can see a fire going out there. Must be one of those small burning fires they're talking about. Looks like it's going up the side of a mountain down there. Yeah. And these are the Minto Flats. And people come up here and use a trail that goes out there. And actually the Tanana is way out in this valley also. Probably what we can see way out off in the distance there. And you can see the mosquitoes. And there's the trail. Heads down. I'm just making a circle here. They come up and looking back down this way towards Fairbanks. It's just over the bridge.
Complain about them domes up there?
No, do you know what they are?
No, I'm waiting for you to tell me.
Well, we'll look it up and see if we can find out what they are. Almost looks like people live there. Well, this is Murphy Dome. Yeah.
And there is Fairbanks, off in the distance. Come off to take a little picture of this. The mosquitoes are horrible. In fact, they're worse than horrible. They're brutal.
Yeah.
That's just the Gold Stream Valley out here. And see, last night we were camped up on top of Pedro Dome, which is right up there somewhere.
Sorry about
My
that.
mother's keeping mosquitoes off me. Trying to anyway.
Me too.
Just looking down the valleys here. Well, this land has never been disturbed. By miners, anyway. It's all permafrost.
Like
Like there's 10,000 mosquitoes trying to get one spot around that ain't covered. And the head, and eyes, and mouth, and we eating them. And this is horrible.
Can you see him in front of the camera?
I don't know. I got my eyes closed.
Oh.
God.
Anyway, we're on the west side.
Yeah, this is okay. Let's go swing back there. Oh, I can't quite see the. Past where the camper is. Still see that forest fire burning out there. Towards Minto.
Oh.
Yes, that's where we're going.
Too much.
Too much, huh? And there's a garden down there. And Rex's fancy outhouse.
Fine, that's his smokehouse up there.
Okay.
His fancy outhouse. His generator shed.
I know that.
That's old Toke.
All told.
And they're going modern. They're going to put a septic system in.
You start septic.
I don't blame ya. This is their cabin. It's a pretty little, cute little place. They're doing a lot of remodeling and work. Okay, we just come to the back side here. That's the kitchen window, the bedroom window. And they just added this section on here for Ayla. So they got a little room for her. They got solar panels. They do help with the electricity. Let's go take a look at their view. Okay, they have a little narrower view than we do. But they're still looking right down on the Tanana. So it's a real pretty view. It's kind of cloudy out there and try to rain.
I was working cleaning up around my junk pile and making all kinds of noise. And look down here, and of course Mother's out watering the garden. And one of our friends dropped by to visit. This is the one we call Jerry, at least we think it is anyway. You've seen her for the last 3 or 4 years.
She come walking right by the fence.
Yeah, she don't seem to be afraid of anything. The only thing is she should have a calf with her by now. And probably the wolves got the calf by now because they'll take about 2/3 of the calves. And people say they want wolves. They can have them. We don't need them up here.
Take some of the plants in the garden. They're nice.
I'd rather take Jerry, even though she is as ugly as any other moose. What plants? Yeah, they got a few little cabbages here started, tated up. Most everything else is doing great. Tomatoes underneath the plastic. And corn that might possibly make it, but we never have much luck. But it's always fun trying. Strawberries are hanging heavy right now. There's a small patch right here. A few asparagus along this edge here. Another big strawberry patch over there, and that's doing great. These are avid bearing, so it'll keep us right through the summer with strawberries. My little apple trees down here, which didn't quite make the winter. They done froze. A lot of plants, a lot of trees and stuff that last fall, when the snow come, they hadn't shed the leaves yet, so apparently they weren't ready for winter. So we lost apple trees, and a lot of people lost other trees like choke cherries and all of them trees that weren't really designed for Alaska. Now we know, I guess it ain't worthwhile.
Why am I watering the garden?
I know, why are you watering the garden?
You gotta empty the water so you can load the three-wheelers so we can go three-wheeling tomorrow.
So we can go three-wheeling tomorrow, so we can go fishing the next 2 days after that. That's a pretty tough life anyway.
Yeah,
Work,
really.
work, work. Right, Jerry? She's not even thinking about anything except that salt on that block of wood. Just as content. Now, just let her enjoy herself. This is just to show you how ugly a moose is. You know, long-legged, gainly things, humpback, kind of scraggly this time of year because they're shedding some of the winter fur or hair. Big long nose, wattles that hang down underneath their neck, which nobody's ever figured out what they're for. But they can get them out in the middle of the swamp and they can do a lot of things other animals can't. They can get through. Them long legs. Plus the way the hooves are designed, they spread out quite a bit and support themselves. So they're designed for this kind of country. The bogs and real swamps.
Okay, it's June 27th. We're heading into Delta to go three-wheeling with Larry and Monica and their son Mike from Michigan and his son from Stephen. Sorry about that, Stephen. Hey, how would you like to have us take pictures through this kind of a windshield? We're on the old 73 GMC pickup. Follow the trailer with three-wheelers on it. It's kind of noisy and kind of hard to get some good pictures.
Got 200,000 on it, but still runs.
Boy, look at all the guys out there. They're up to the Good Pasture River. Yeah, he's still going.
Been wondering where...
Everybody to get organized. But it's about 10 o'clock. This is Donley Dome. We're going to drive up to those mountains today. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day after it started out with the rain this morning. Let's hope. Now we're on the road to the trail. Looks like the sky's clearing up. Warm in the vehicle. Let's hope it's going to be a nice warm day today.
Should have wore our bikinis.
Yeah, get a tan, huh?
Yeah, as long as them clouds don't leak on us.
I have long underwear on.
You might be sorry. There's a dark cloud up there. Coming up to the pipeline. There's one of those headache bars. Keep some of the tall vehicles out of here.
When do we ride?
Right under it. When do we ride?
Mm-hmm.
Won't be long.
Gotta be over here.
Well, the road's getting a little narrow. I wonder how the trail's going to be.
Well, this road goes out to the coal mine besides. A
Yeah.
lot of people have walked in for the heck of it.
Now, this is where you'd want to see a grizzly jump out in front of you.
They're probably
When you're in the truck.
bushes.
When we're in the truck, right. You get a little nervous when you're on the three-wheelers going through stuff like this. You kind of make noise and talk to each other.
Well, this is where I saw 3 grizzlies out here.
That's right, the coal mine, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Saw with two-year-old cubs. Well, they're not cubs, they're 2-year-olds.
Coming out of it.
We're on the plow frame.
Somebody go. Bob was being kind, let Larry have the flat area, and just stuck on a little hump that he can't quite get up over. So Larry's got to pull him out.
Beautiful country.
We don't even know if we're really on the right trail, but we'll find out. There's a trail over there. So we shall see where we go. We're going to have some fantastic scenery.
Wouldn't be a trip if you didn't use your four-wheel drive.
No problem. Okay, we decided we're going to park right here and unload the machines. That's what you try to do. You park at an area where it's the back end of the trailer is low.
Oh, my neck, my God.
You need some rest, Larry. Mike didn't get it. Well, he got in around 7:30 last night, but they didn't get home until 2 or 2:30 because his luggage didn't come with him. Wasn't on the same plane. Okay, time for me to go to the bathroom. Monica, just come back. Feel better? She's not answering.
Yeah. I'm finished.
You're finished now. Well, I'm going to rush it. I'll be rushing.
Almost walked right into that. Well, the beginning of the trail. Windy as heck today, but we don't mind. Back towards Delta and Johnny Dome coming up. We'll see if this is the right trail or not. Made a stop up here. We're not sure if it's the right trail or not. This is just part of our Alaska, the last frontier. Not many places you can still do this. It's all kinds of space out here. Windy as all heck. Well, looks like it's the end of this trail. We must have taken the wrong one. The beaver dam down there, another one over there. Don't look like the trail goes any further. We'll probably swing around and head back so we can find the right one. Another one. See one going up over the hill. I think it's the same one. Must be the. He pays no attention to us.
That's why it's running this way, though.
Yeah, maybe got a calf over here or something. Yeah. This expression on her face as she finds that big hole. Ah, she didn't even fall in, damn it.
Fish on!
Wind is blowing like hell. Down towards Jarvis. There's a trail down there. See where he Jarvis Creek. Still got some more mud coming up. But the trail's pretty good because they bypassed some of the old trail where the mud used to be real bad. Big country out here. Not many people get out here. Even have little critters around.
Are we going to cross the river?
I don't know how we're going to get across this road. Here we go.
Shall we walk?
No.
Let me get this.
Another little critter out here, they call them wolves. Maybe he's seen us now. He's out there, see if he can find a young moose calf, probably, or something to his liking. The last time we were down here, about 8 years ago, we had a wolf following us along the edge as we drove down the river. Not many moose left around here, that's for sure. There's quite a few wolves, so they get them pretty well thinned out. Jarvis Creek. Creek up the side here, we prospected a few years ago. Find something cool. Not enough to be worthwhile. What a job getting machinery in here too. I can see it. Right down the river now. Miles and miles of gravel bars down here. Another 3 or 4 miles and you run out a bank here, then you have to go across country before you get back to the flats again. These are what you call braided river channels. Not much water, but it sure makes a wide area. See if we can catch him. Not very steady. Driving with my left hand and I take a picture with my right. Don't work pretty good. Oh well. She did it! Finally!
Needs a good picture.
She loves them mud holes.
Same hole. There's Monica. Yeah. It was so funny. I wish we had it ready because they were balanced in midair. Well, they didn't get hurt, so that's the important thing. Mike and Steve made it okay, and Bob, but you guys were right in midair for
Yeah, I did. You had to have
I
it.
need a rag. No, I'm going over. I said, stop, no.
that water's deep. Well, you see what happens. Get these mud holes. You think you're gonna make it over by the edge of it.
That's got stuff.
Well, Larry looks a little muddy.
Oh, that's funny.
Did you get wet, Larry?
Oh,
Is that the same hole you dumped in 8 years ago?
Probably.
It was a perfect 4. It was a 10.
Well, we got two out of the 4 this time we're here. So.
But Stevie, I thought he was gonna jump off the way he was leaning.
I hollered for you to
I
jump.
got water up my back and everything.
Oh, I do too.
All the way.
Oh, you guys are both laying in the water on your back.
Well, we had our good luck, didn't we?
Cheers.
But Larry, you should have seen you two stay right in midair.
I wish we would have had a picture of that. I know, I just didn't really expect it. I didn't either.
Yeah, Monica is a little bit wet. But you know, they're not concerned about themselves.
You had fun.
They're concerned about their camcorder.
You're not wet.
You hate to keep it in the case, but
Take it apart.
I don't even think it needs to be taken apart.
Want a beer?
that was a pip.
Plain water, just let it dry out.
No drinking on the trail.
That's why you can't film now.
I think we should celebrate.
I take it home. I open it up and
I don't even see any water in there.
I opened it. There's water on the table.
This is the aftermath. You know, they don't care about how wet they are. They're more concerned on the camera.
We don't shake that up around here.
We got enough water.
See your rear end. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Oozy mud.
We were like this.
Oh, we saw
I
it.
90-degree angle. He tells me to jump.
But you were balanced perfectly there.
Yeah.
Oh, are they going to stay or not?
Supposed to jump this way.
Oh, well. Nobody got hurt. That's the important thing.
Oh, I'm not worried about me. It's the camera.
Yeah, I know it.
Just some more other scenery around here. Trails everywhere. Travis Creek. There's a lot of mining activity in here. People have fried a lot of these creeks. There's even Ober Creek down the bottom, but all claimed the last 6-7 years, but nobody done any kind of work on it. Just fantastic country.
Here's the monkey. He made it. The camera got banged up a little bit.
But it's dry.
But he's dry, right? Because Grammy and Grandpa aren't dry. Well, we're back and it's 4:45.
What are you doing?
We left here about 10:30 this morning. And we've been on the go except for lunch. Good trip. Little wet. Nobody got hurt though.
Oh, that's good.
And it didn't rain. And Mike, we didn't see a grizzly. We saw tracks though.
Oh, wolf.
We saw wolf, but we saw tracks.
Right.
Okay. This is Donley Dome. Time to head home. June 29th, 10 o'clock in the morning. 24 hours later, we're on the road again. This time we're going to work. And you say, we're going to work on Monday morning? Well, we gotta drive probably a couple hundred miles and gonna dip net for fish tonight. That's work. Big one straight ahead, that's hay. I don't know, I think they're around 13,000 feet. Heading down into that valley. View of the pipeline down there. Just a gorgeous day. The air is so clear. Supposed to be 75 degrees in Fairbanks today. So it's well where we're going. Come on along. Let's go. That's Mount Deborah over there. He's around 12,000.
Well, the wind always blows up here. This is overlooking the Delta River. Looking back in the same range, part of the Alaska Range. Like she already explained, that Mount Hayes out here is 12 or 13,000 feet. Just a beautiful valley. Like we always say, we get out here and we feel so small compared with these mountains and valleys. Everything's just so immense. And even the flowers are pretty. You know, the fireweed, and it's called a weed, but they last all summer long. Now we're heading back down the road, and there's the road straight ahead, right down there. Should be on there shortly.
This is the area where the Black Rapids Glacier is. It's way up there in that valley. And back in the winter of 1936 and 37, the Black Rapids Glacier moved 3 miles close to the Bridgetson Highway, almost engulfing the highway. So it was nicknamed the Galloping Glacier. And it's really been a fast receding glacier, and there's little ice visible now.
I guess they almost ready to close the highway. It was that close to the road.
This gravel moraine that you see down there, that's actually ice underneath there. And sometimes there's, we see buffalo out here. The Delta herd, there's about 400 buffalo in the herd, and they come down through this area in the summer and they're grazing. And in the wintertime they spend their time in the Delta area, Delta Junction area. A little further down the highway there is a mound of dirt that was left by the glacier, but it's not visible from this point where we are. This is the Delta River down below us. Real fast running and silty right now.
On pump station number 10. This is one of the pump stations on the Trans-Alaska Pipeline. Originally there was 12 pump stations designed for this pipeline, but since the pipeline started in operation in '77, they've only been using 10 of the pump stations. Now they've actually cut down on, they've gone back to 9 because they've cut down number 7. They shut it down. There's less oil being pumped down through the pipeline now, so they don't need the pressure to get the volume through it. This is actually a refinery built into this pump station, because all these pumps are running turbines. So they actually take the oil out of the pipeline, refine turbine fuel out of this oil, and re-inject all the lights back into the pipeline. And they burn that turbine fuel here, and it's trucked to pump stations on either end of this. Like trucks go back to pump 9, back to pump 11 down towards Valdez. So that way they require less refineries. The whole system has been slowing down over the years, and down to about 1.5 million barrels a day right now. So unless they find some new oil sources up there in the North Slope, well, I figure by the turn of the century they'll be shutting down. But who knows? They're still prospecting up there.
Well, we've been traveling for 7 hours and we finally got here to get our permit to go to work. You're allowed 30 fish. That includes 5 king. And we have
What they call Liberty Falls Campground. One of the prettiest little spots around. There's only space here for about, half a dozen vehicles, campers or whatever. You get the falls right in the background here. Kind of pretty. Here's Jerry and Bill.
Where? Oh, wow!
The best way to stay cool on a warm day like this is go for a swim. He's eating vegetation off the bottom. Some of the stuff they really, really love. I guess it's better than the willow they normally live on. What a way to live. Incidentally, we're down to Chittenden. We tried dip netting at the bridge and no fish, so we're going down to O'Brien Creek. We're going to try that. See, the runs haven't been that good the last few days, but there's a picture of a tourist taking a picture of a moose. Just playing around, yeah.
about 20 past 5 and we're on the road to O'Brien Creek. We tried dip netting at the bridge, but didn't get anything after about 20 minutes, so we decided, oh heck, we'll get out to O'Brien.
Not even a bump.
Not even a bump. That means a fish that hits your net. Vehicle parked up here. Now, this is the thrill of going down the hill.
Looks like they put some G1 or something on here, so it looks a little better.
Yeah. Oh, it looks pretty empty too. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Good chance.
Don't go off the edge, Bob.
Why not?
Ah! This is coming down the hill into O'Brien Creek.
Hey, they changed it.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh. Well, sign off. Here comes Bill and Jerry coming down. His first time. Said he didn't mind coming down these steeper hills. Well, guess he's making it. They changed it. again this morning. We just hiked up a steep hill and go a little further. We gotta go down a steep hill. Jerry and Bill are still sleeping this morning. They were hiking around last night until quite late, so we'll see them around noontime. Now let's go dip. Okay, I told you we came up that steep hill and walked along the road that was the old railroad bed that went through Kennecott Mines from Condova. And we gotta go down probably about a 200-foot steep bank in here. It's a well-worn path. Well, let's go dip again. Okay, just climbed down this last steep embankment here. It's going to be a fantastically warm day. The water's gone down some. Usually at night it gets cooler, so the glaciers freeze up a little bit. And here's Bob, figuring he's going to be the first one to catch a fish today. So this is how we're working. We're working for our food.
Well, we've been here for an hour and a half, and so far nothing this morning. Last night we ended up with, I don't know, 6 or 8. They were still pretty good color. They were probably 8, 9, 10 pounders, anywhere in there. We got them canned up last night. And back down, I figure we'll pick up a few more this morning. The limit's 30, so we got a ways to go yet. Just look at the color of that water. This loaded with glacial silt. They took a study on the Yukon River up by Dawson City, and they found out that approximately 60 tons of sediment per minute coming down the river. This one's probably just about the same. An inch of water, you can't see the bottom. This is all just rock that's ground up by the glaciers. It just don't settle out. Just stays in suspension, I guess you'd call it. It's a gray, milky cover. Of course, the salmon swimming up here. They're swimming along the edge here. Apparently they like the milder currents. In fact, they're using the back eddies to work their way up. That's why we just hold the net out here and just wait for them to swim into the net. But so far, nothing this morning. Sometimes we've been here for half a day and never got a one. And
A lot of pressure on that when the water starts flowing.
next time you come down here, you may pick up one every 2 or 3 minutes. You don't know. Never know. These salmon, these are red sockeye. They're about the best eating there is as far as the salmon go. There are kings, Chinook, which come up here. They're the big ones. They'll go up to 40, 50 pounds. They're not as good at eating though. They've already gone past here. Most of them are up in the Gulkana River and getting ready to spawn. Later on, towards September and last part of August, 1st of September, the silver start coming in, the cohos. They're a lot of fun to catch too. They'll go up to 10, 15 pounds. Not as good at eating as the reds though. The reds are the top of the line. This is down below O'Brien Creek. We're camped up, just above where them vehicles are out on the bar. This O'Brien Creek coming in right there. On the way down we follow the old railroad bed. It goes all the way to Cordova. Although you can't get there from here because most of your bridges are all rotted and fallen down. And the railroad abandoned this area in 1938, so all the rail bed is really deteriorated, gone down to where you can't get through most of it. But at least we can get down to O'Brien Creek.
Barely.
Ah, a piece of cake. Here's some of the scenery around here. That mountain way in the background, right up there, that is Mount Wrangell. That's an active volcano. During the winter, you can see steam venting out of the fumarole, they call them, up on top. I think Wrangell's what, 14,000 feet or somewhere around there. But warmer weather like this, you don't see the steam. Beautiful area. But the wind blows all the time. Some days it's so bad you almost get sandblasted to death. The river, she's moving over 10 miles an hour, so if you fell in here, you might have problems. Hey, first fish of the day. Jerry lucked out.
Yeah, the sleepy head.
Now we know they're running.
Oh,
At least we got
nice one.
something for chow for noontime anyway.
We eat.
Yeah.
Very good, hon.
Well, do it.
Stab him. No, you got it.
Oh, I gotta do that.
You got it good.
Okay, you jackknife?
I didn't bring my knife again
You got
today.
a knife, Ron? Yeah.
She said she wasn't going fishing.
I wasn't gonna do this, you know. Well,
That's a pretty nice.
now you're gonna do it.
That's the beginning. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll start have a little bit of luck.
That's a nice. Stop. Stay. Stay. Right there. Oh. Stabbing it in the head. Really? Well, it's like you got it now.
Yeah, they're starting to run. Beautiful.
This kind of gives you an idea of the angle. See the people down there? We're just about straight up from them. Here comes Jerry and Bill climbing up.
Oh, you're gonna get us climbing the hill, huh?
Yeah, so you're out of breath too.
They fall down. Then we're gonna
Oh, he's not gonna.
video.
Fall down. Bite your tongue.
Don't jinx anybody.
Really? Okay. Oh.
Yep, you got three.
Ooh. Oh,
Wrong button.
my legs.
Oh. Hi, Bill.
Hi. Oh, I can.
And here we are back at what they call O'Brien Creek. Somewhat of a campground here. Well, we're camped anyway. Look at the creek, it's nice, clear water. Some of the salmon do run up here. Well, the reds are the kings. But there is a run of them going up sometimes. And what we caught today was sockeye. There's only two this morning. This is what they look like, filleted. This is why they call them red salmon. Can't get much redder than that. The pick of the litter when it comes to all the 5 species of salmon we have in the state of Alaska. Well, the next one, some people like king second, but I just didn't go to silver. The coho to me is probably the next best one. And you got the pinks, which are fair, and then you got the chum, or dog salmon. We're still at O'Brien, and we're going to finish up the tape. It's almost run out. Just want to take a look at the campground down here. Ain't much here. There's Bill and Jerry's rig right over there. Right against a big steep ledge where the rocks are falling off. I don't know if I'd want to camp there or not. It could fall off any time.